Allah Yahweh Shemi Al-Shabbat Shemi Kakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us his truth, and shalom and salutation to all the brothers pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. I'm the brother Yahshua. I'm back with the WW3 Daily update. We'll start right here at Ezekiel 38. And we're just going to identify who is being spoken of. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog. All right, let's talk about Russia, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, Turkey. All right, and then we'll jump down to 7. For thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. Who's being spoken to? The land of Magog, the Russians. All right. So let's see what they're doing. All right, just a quick update. And let's look at a couple of big names in the rumors of war right now. Deep Journal channel. This is 15 hours ago. Breaking: Russian Navy attacks NATO, North American Treaty Organization, submarine. Right? A NATO ship blockaded by Russia. So this is going on. Let's take a look at this.
This flashlight can burn.
Slovakia. Excuse me. All right, let's check this out.
Боевой курс 45 градусов.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Есть старт ракеты.
Dear listeners, welcome to the Deep Journal channel. By subscribing to our channel, you can be informed about detailed reports every time. It seems Russia is preparing for a global war with its recent extremist activities in Europe, the Middle East, and Alaska. While Russia is fighting with Ukraine and the USA on the Ukrainian border in Eastern Europe, it is fighting a different war against the USA in Syria. There has been talk of Russia's attacks on Alaska in the last days, which carried out attacks in the Baltic Sea on different days. Today, Russian Navy attacked on a NATO submarine in the Mediterranean was given as breaking news. We'll go through all the details about this attack shortly. It is known that Russia's first focus is on Ukraine, but they also have demands from NATO in many different fields. Explaining the Ukraine issue at a press conference he held recently, Putin underlined that Ukraine is a red line for them. In the same way, Putin, who especially reacted to the warplanes of the USA and England flying over the Crimea, made strong warnings that NATO should urgently refrain from these actions. Russia, which has sent more than 100,000 soldiers to the Ukrainian border, has also sent a large number of tanks and missile systems to the region. According to experts, Russia's domination plan over the Black Sea, which has completely blockaded Ukraine in recent days, continues at full speed. Because it is known that in a war that may break out in Ukraine, the fastest support to Ukraine will be given over the Black Sea. The US currently has 3 large missile destroyers over the Black Sea. Although Russia is uncomfortable with the entry of these ships into seawaters, they think that they have taken some precautions with their defense system shipments to the region.
So what does all of this mean? All right, you can go back and watch this. Deep Journal, December 20th, yesterday, breaking: Russian Navy attacks NATO submarine. What does all of this mean for this moment, if you will? Let's get a quick scripture. All right, this is Matthew 24:6. And let's get some perspective. Always do this, but it's good. Sometimes you got to beat a dead horse. This is Matthew 24:6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. All right. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. This is what I do. I come down here and we go to these different versions: NIV, NLT, rumors. Right here, NLT, threats. Okay? Rumors of war, rumors of wars. All right. Now I'm looking for one more because all of these apply. That's what I'm looking for. Reports. All right. It is going to happen that you are going to hear battles and reports of wars. All right. Threats, rumors, reports. Okay. News. You are going to hear the noise of battles close by, and the news reports, threats. Okay. Literal standard. You will begin to hear wars and reports. Okay. So rumors are reports, threats, news. Okay. Now look at some of that. Let's see what this guy has to say. Let's hear the latest rumor or the latest report, if you will, from this weirdo. Make some money and then you can say what the hell you want. Where did this guy go? This guy. All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Christopher Green.
And this is Christopher Green at AMTV. It's yesterday. Breaking. Christmas Eve Ukraine invasion possible. All right. So this is a rumor. This is a report. This is news. Let's hear what he has to say. And he made some money on the stock market and Bitcoin or whatever. But let's hear what it is.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Christopher Green, AMTV, hard-hitting and in your face, major breaking news. I want you to stay on your toes. I'm not saying that this is going to happen.
Because it's just a rumor. It's just a report. Okay. I ain't saying it's going to happen.
Toes. I'm not saying that this is going to happen on Christmas Eve. I'm saying be on the lookout for it because we've seen other major draconian events like this take place in the past, whether or not it's the outbreak of geopolitical conflict, it is world wars, it is the Federal Reserve System being established December 23rd, just a day prior to Christmas Eve. In 1913, we see economic chaos, usually when people are not paying attention, when they've taken their eye off the ball, when they don't realize something big is about to happen. And now this. The media is suggesting that Russia may be, quote, plotting a Christmas Eve invasion of...
There it is. That's what all of that movement, right? All of that moving of missiles and moving of tanks and positioning, right? Jostling, war drums, war games. This thing could jump off at any minute. But we also know that the prophecies have an order, right? And a lot of things have to happen before they actually go to war. So back to rumors, right? Reports, threats, news, right?
Ukraine, with hundreds of thousands of troops already having amassed on its border. Now, this would result in a regional global conflict, a world war, according to experts. Both the Ministry of Defense and the Foreign Office refused to comment on what action the UK might take in the event of an invasion by Russia, which is looking likely. This is going to happen, whether or not it's early January, which the mainstream media has reported on, or it is Christmas Eve. Intelligence chiefs have warned ministers of a, quote, very real possibility Russia could invade Ukraine on Christmas Eve. Of course, Putin does not want them to reclaim a lot of territory lost with the collapse of the former USSR, Soviet Union. We are arguably in a new Cold War right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is very, very serious. Up to 100,000 Russian troops are now amassed on the border, potentially for this invasion on Christmas Eve. Both the Ministry of Defense and the Foreign Office refused to comment on what action the UK might take in the event of a Russian invasion. Now, according to a gentleman by the name of Colonel Richard Kemp, a former commander in Afghanistan, said, there is no possibility, quote, of direct military intervention by the UK, NATO, or the US in the event of a Russian attack against Ukraine. Then the story continues. The most likely option would be diplomatic economic sanctions.
Yeah.
However, if this does not happen, the invasion force, which would consist of thousands of ground troops, tanks, attack helicopters, Could see other type of technological warfare in our skies, EMP, electromagnetic pulses. We could see other countries chime in on this, artillery and anti-aircraft regiments. Both the UK and the US having warned Vladimir Putin and said he would face serious consequences if he makes any of these moves. Now, again, this would spark a larger regional conflict. He was asked what this would mean. He said it is likely and highly unlikely anyone is going to send troops into Ukraine to challenge Russia, I guess referring to the Biden administration, meaning what are we waiting for this to happen? Vladimir Putin's dream of reclaiming the territory that once belonged to the USSR is almost certainly sure to end in military conflict. And with
He's going to get what he's looking for. The Most High is going to put hooks in his jaws. They're going to turn back and get that old USSR spirit. All right? It's written in the scripture.
U.S. forces sworn to support Ukraine, a superpower standoff seems almost inevitable.
Good enough. All right? So here's where we are. Okay? So we'll go ahead and cause it to end right there. Let me see. What was I going to get on the way out? Oh, how about this? Give them more. This is Ezekiel 3 and 17. This is our job as the men of the Lord, the prophets, if you will. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. I'm talking to my people, 12 tribes, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminoles. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. That's what we're doing. Hey. All right. Now, here's the warning. All right. Hey, it could be Christmas Eve. That's the rumor. Go right here. All right. This is Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe, World War II, is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right. So with that, we hope that the elect were edified. And with that, we're going to say until tomorrow, shalom.